there's a huge surprise coming our way. And honestly, I think a lot of people are going to like it. If you've been following everything SCS Software has been doing recently, then you've probably noticed one thing. They've been moving at a really good pace over the last few months. We've seen blog after blog, gameplay previews, screenshots, and developer updates. It feels like SCS is really pushing this project forward. That usually isn't a coincidence. Whenever SCS starts increasing the amount of information they share, it normally means development is entering its final stages. By separating the releases slightly, SCS gives themselves room to focus on one launch at a time. First, make sure Update 1.61 is stable. Another reason I'm becoming more confident is because of what's happening with the South Dakota DLC. As many of you know, South Dakota is getting very close to release. In fact, there are only 3 major blog topics left for SCS to cover before they reach the usual point where a DLC is ready to launch. If you've followed previous state expansions, you'll know the pattern. SCS introduces the scenery, then industries, then cities, then landmarks. Eventually, they begin showing gameplay, and not long after that. The release date announcement usually isn't far away. That's exactly where South Dakota seems to be heading at this point. You should probably start expecting the official gameplay preview. That's usually one of the final pieces of the marketing campaign before release. And once gameplay starts appearing, things move very quickly. Speaking of South Dakota, SCS has just introduced another important city, Sioux Falls, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Built around the Big Sioux River, Sioux Falls has grown from a small historic settlement into one of the largest and busiest cities in the Midwest. It's a city with plenty of history, but it's also a major commercial center. That combination makes it a perfect fit for American Truck Simulator. One of the first things players will notice when entering the city is the famous Welcome to Sioux Falls sign. It's a nice little detail. SCS always does a great job recreating these recognizable landmarks. They help every city feel unique, and they immediately make you feel like you've actually arrived somewhere, of course. No visit to Sioux Falls would be complete without seeing Falls Park. This is probably the city's most famous attraction. The waterfalls flowing along the Big Sioux River are the reason the city has its name. They're one of South Dakota's biggest tourist destinations, and judging from the screenshots, SCS has done an excellent job recreating them. I can already imagine players stopping there to take screenshots, maybe even using photo mode before continuing their delivery. It's these kinds of landmarks that make every ATS state memorable. But American Truck Simulator isn't just about sightseeing, it's also about work. And Sioux Falls certainly won't disappoint. According to SCS, there will be a wide variety of industries operating throughout the city. You'll be able to deliver cargo to a food processing plant, a warehouse, a construction site, and a rail supply depot. There will also be jobs connected to a metalworks facility, a wind turbine factory, a recreation vehicle dealership, and even a truck dealership. That's a very healthy mix of industries. It means players should have plenty of different cargoes moving in and out of Sioux Falls, and that's something I always enjoy seeing in new state DLCs. More industries usually mean more variety, more routes, and more replayability. Instead of delivering to the same few depots repeatedly, you'll have several different options depending on the cargo you're transporting. That keeps the game feeling fresh long after the DLC launches. Another exciting piece of news is that South Dakota will actually be playable this month. That's right, if you're attending Gamescom, you'll have the opportunity to try the South Dakota DLC before its official release. SCS has confirmed that a playable demo will be available at the event. I think that's fantastic. Gamescom has become one of the biggest opportunities for fans to experience upcoming SCS content before everyone else. It also gives the developers valuable feedback, players get hands-on experience, SCS gets to observe how people interact with the new content, everybody benefits. So if you're lucky enough to attend Gamescom this month, definitely stop by the SCS booth and give South Dakota a try. You'll probably be among the very first people in the world to drive those new roads. Now, going back to Road Trip for a moment. I honestly think we're entering one of the most exciting periods of the year for American Truck Simulator. Think about everything that's happening at once. Update 1.61 Terrace is progressing. Road Trip continues receiving gameplay previews. South Dakota is approaching release. Gamescom is right around the corner, and SCS still has several announcements waiting to be revealed. There's a lot happening, and it feels like we're building towards something big. Road Trip, in particular, has really surprised me. When SCS first announced passenger cars, I thought it would simply be another vehicle to drive around the map. But every gameplay preview has shown that it's much more than that. Atlas, tourist boards, special locations, the dispatch market. These aren't features I expected, they're entirely new gameplay systems. That's why I believe SCS has been investing so much time into this project. They're not just adding cars, they're creating a completely new way to experience American Truck Simulator. And that's a much bigger challenge. It also explains why development has taken time. Good features aren't built overnight. They need testing, balancing, polishing, and based on everything we've seen recently, that polish is definitely starting to show. Every preview looks cleaner, the interface looks more refined, the gameplay appears more complete, the vehicles sound fantastic. Everything seems to be coming together. That's another reason why I believe release isn't too far away. Again, this is only my prediction. Nothing has been officially confirmed by SCS software, but if I had to guess today, I'd say update 1.61 arrives first, then shortly afterwards. Road Trip follows. It feels like the natural progression. And honestly, I can't wait to see how it all comes together. So now I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think Road Trip will launch during the update 1.61 cycle? Are you excited to explore Sioux Falls in South Dakota? And if you're attending Gamescom, are you planning to try the South Dakota demo? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more American Truck Simulator news and SCS software updates, and I'll see you in the next one.